So I landed on Thursday night. The first thing Jared said to me is like, "Hey, make sure you know your speech." And then at the altar, he has the audacity.
Audacity.
No, thank you, sir. The audacity. Then Mish stands up, no piece of paper, just goes from the heart. There's Jared saying, "Hey, priest, can you just say a couple words here and I'll repeat it?" But. We clearly see where he gets it from. World class. Alright.
Never, ever.
That was jab. My jokes are funny.
That cameraman needs to kneel down.
Michelle, I love you. Priest, can you say the rest?
Never, ever.
It was like standard 3, like repeat after me. It's not the definition of love in my book. Says the single guy. Alright, well next I'd like to invite up Des Martin. One of the best men.
Wings, all the bodies for the heart.
Mr. West!
Oh my word.
Frank, take! You got Uncle in the furniture business.
He's actually invited this one. What a chop. Oh gosh. Okay. For those who don't know me, my name is Des. Got it, guys. And it is an absolute great privilege to be standing up here today. Jared, Mish, congrats, guys. It really has been awesome, an absolute awesome day so far. Now, what can I say about a man who came from humble beginnings, a man who is quickly rising to the very top of his profession?
Everyone laughs.
So he hasn't seen a banana clock yet. Based solely on intelligence, grit, and the willpower to push on where others have fallen. A man who is beginning to distinguish himself at the very highest level amongst his peers. But enough about me. What I'm really here today to talk about is my mate Jared. Wow. The day has finally arrived, my man. Jared and I have known each other since we were about 5 years old. From the very first day I met Jared, I always knew this guy was a little weird. The reason I knew this is the first day that I met Jared, when we were 5. He said he couldn't wait to get married. Thought it was a little weird because he was still wearing a nappy. And he was talking about marriage. Some of you may have been surprised how calm and collected Jared has been today. He seems to have avoided the wedding day jitters. That's because none of you saw him at 9 a.m. this morning when he was lying in his bed and his mom was rubbing his back trying to get him to eat some more spoonful of cereal. Very weird. I can honestly say in all the years I've known Jared, no one has ever guessed his intelligence. In fact, I've never heard anyone even mention it. I will give you an example. Auntie Julie told me he was a slow starter in life. at nursery school he was different to all the 5-year-olds. It's because he was 11. Now, unfortunately, I have to tell this story. I will never forget the day Jared asked me to be the best man. He asked me to meet him at the Grid and Grill in Benoni on a Wednesday at 5 o'clock after work. I think we were away or something, I'm not sure. At about 5:30, he was still not there, so I tried to call him and no answer. Eventually, at about 5:45, he got there, but he had a strange look on his face. So he says to me, "Sorry for being late, but you won't believe what happened to me." He got home and he needed to take a shower. As he jumped out the shower, he was drying himself. His little Jack Russell puppy was there and jumped up and bit him in the balls. True story. He had been trying for about an hour to stop the bleeding and was contemplating whether he should go to the hospital. Now that's what you call friendship. When your balls are bleeding and you still come for a drink. Legend. Jesse. Now some advice. Last night when I was talking to Jared, I asked him what he wanted from his marriage. He said he wanted to be a model husband and he wanted to be a model citizen. He then added, with a cheeky grin on his face, that he wanted to be a model lover. Being the naive guy that I am, I looked up the word model in the dictionary. It said, a small miniature replica of the real thing. Mish, remember, men are like tiled floors. Lay them right the first time and you can spend years walking all over them. Then Jazz, firstly set the ground rules and establish who's the boss. Then do everything Mish says. I spent the last month worrying about the speech, and the points of it only came to me last night. Nobody else could possibly stand where I am right now and feel more proud and honored to be representing Jared on this most important day of his life. Mish and Jared, when I think of your marriage, all I see is a bright future filled with lots of love, laughs and happiness. Mish, I couldn't have chosen a better suited partner to marry my mate. I look forward to being a part of your lives and having both of you part of mine for many years to come. I love you guys, and as Jared would say, I love you guys like a fat kid loves cake.